Welcome to this session on Ancient Indian Strategic Thought for Modern Governance. In today's journey, we will uncover how timeless principles from India's past can guide us in solving the toughest leadership and governance challenges of the present. The objectives of this session are fourfold. First, to explore the strategic principles that guided ancient Indian governance. Second, to connect those principles with modern day challenges. Third, to provide practical steps that help leaders act with both ethics and efficiency. And finally, to explore the deeper links between ancient wisdom and contemporary governance practices. Here is our path: foundations, mapping, practice, and synthesis. We will understand the ideas, link them to today, turn them into action, and finish with a clear bottom line. The tradition we are exploring blends realism with responsibility. It recognizes incentives and power, yet insists that durable prosperity rests on ethical duty. This balance of effectiveness and restraint is the foundation of sound governance. Dharma is the compass, what sustains order, justice, and well being. Raj Dharma applies that compass to governance, protect the vulnerable, ensure fairness, and design institutions that check the misuse of authority. Think of the state as a living system with 7 limbs: leadership, advisors, resources, finances, security, partnerships, and civic energy. You can't fix policy in isolation. Diagnose the system and strengthen the weak limb before it breaks the rest. The Mandala lens teaches us to see interests clearly. Who gains? Who loses? Who decides? Map allies, opponents, and undecided actors. Anticipate reactions before they derail your policy. From environmental pressure to corruption risks, from disasters to digital disruption, today's terrain is hard. The classical frameworks help us diagnose systems, align incentives, and rebuild trust when pressure is highest. For example, take urban air. Diagnose it with Saptanga: mandate, expertise, data, finance, enforcement, partnerships, and citizen energy. Then use Mandala mapping: residents, industry, transport, courts, media, neighboring regions. Now design policy that anticipates each actor's moves. When rules are clear, data is open, and enforcement is fair, compliance rises and costs fall. Ethics don't slow you down, they reduce friction. Trust becomes a metric you can manage. First, the Dharma decision filter. Ask yourself a question before going for any policy. Does this policy sustain welfare and justice? Who pays hidden costs? What protects against misuse? If you can't answer clearly, you're not ready to proceed. Second, the Saptanga health check. One paragraph per lane. Status as a realistic fix. You're aiming for coherence, small aligned improvements that reinforce each other. Third, the Mandala canvas. Policy at the center. Around it, allies, opponents, neutrals, spoilers, plus their incentives and likely moves. Adjust your instruments so coalitions form around the public interest. Finally, ethics by design. Bake in transparency, accountability, and proportionality. Publish metrics, schedule audits, open real feedback channels. Policies built this way last longer. Try it now. Choose a decision on your desk. 2 lines for Dharma, one Saptanga weakness to fix this quarter, and one coalition to build. Small, clear steps move systems. Here's the bottom line. Ancient thought is a diagnose systems, map interests, and let ethics guide design. That's how governance becomes both effective and humane. Take these tools to your next policy draft. Try them,
Share results with your team and refine together. Timeless wisdom becomes a modern advantage when you practice it. If this helped, subscribe for more practical frameworks. Drop a challenge in the comments and we'll map it using Saptanga and the Mandala canvas.